Hello everyone, today I'll be showing us how to make shadows on our designs. Basically, the essence of shadows are just to make our designs look more realistic. As we know, it is impossible for an object or person or a material to be somewhere where a light source is present and shadows will not be created. You can't place an object on the ground and you won't see the reflection of shadows, provided there is a light source reflecting from one side or the other. So as much as this is the reality of man whenever we are designing, it is also important that as much as possible we try to depict realness in our designs. When you're designing and you have an object or a person and it is obvious that you can see the whole part of the object or the person and there is no shadow reflecting, it always looks unrealistic, making it look as if the material, the object or the person is standing in the air. So to make your designs much more realistic, there is need for you to always add a shadow to every complete object or person in your design. In this tutorial, I will show two types of shadows that you can create with Photoshop. So here the shadow, so here I intend placing my shadow here because it's looking like the impression I want to give is that this bottle of perfume is standing on this podium, and as you can see, because there is no shadow there, it is looking as if this bottle is flying in the air, even though I have tried as much as possible to place it on top of the podium. So to create my shadow, I will create a new layer by clicking here. Then I will set my foreground color to black and select my brush tool, and then I'll come here. Now usually when you select this is the default brush. This is the shape of your default brush. But here, because I'm trying to use it to create a shadow, I will come here to reduce it and change its perspective till I get what I want. Still seems a bit big, but we're to reduce it a bit more. Okay. Now, note this. Ensure that the hardness of your brush is really reduced. You are trying to create a shadow, so it must have that soft feel. You can increase the size of your brush. I am increasing it because of the size of my object. Ensure that the empty layer you created is selected and just click this. And I want to do a bit of reducing the opacity to make it look much more realistic. Depends on choice you want it to work. Now so I just use shadows by call down here to Gaussian blue and increasing the feathers. I don't want it to move right out too much. Then I reduce a bit because I don't want it too much. And try your shadow starts from the edge of your design, and this is basically it. You look at it is looking like it's standing on the and now the design is looking all good. Here I'm going to show you how to create shadows that reflects the object's shape. As you can see, this is a chair, and using the method used in the first design I showed you might not work out fine here. So how do you create shadows in object as this? First, you go to your FX layer and select drop shadow. Ensure that the settings is right, and just click OK. Don't let your shadow be too dark. Next, you go to effects and right click on it, scroll down to create layer and just click OK. A new layer of that shadow will be created. Using your free transform tool, right click on the object and go to perspective and adjust it a bit. After adjusting a bit, right click again and use the distort tool to adjust the shadow. If the light is reflecting from the front, that's the impression I'm giving in this tutorial. The light is reflecting from the front, so the shadow will definitely reflect towards the back. So right now I'm trying to adjust it to look like the ray of light is coming from the front. Keep on adjusting keep on adjusting till you get the right perspective. And be sure to ensure that what you are doing is looking realistic. Remember, this is the main reason for creating shadows, to make your design look real. I'm trying to ensure that it looks like indeed this shadow is lying on the ground and not just like it's resting in the air. Now I'm going to use my skew tool, right click again, and this part is not compulsory. If you see that there is a need for a little adjustment, you can use either of your skew tool or the distort tool to adjust. I'm using my skew tool here to adjust it a bit just because I want it to look realistic. So after adjusting, create a clipping mask on your shadow. Select your gradient tool and then ensuring that the colors selected is from black to transparency. Make a gradient over your shadow. That way, one part is not looking as thick as the other. Remember, the end of the shadow is no longer beneath the chair, so the shadow of that part would definitely not be as bright as the shadow beneath the chair. There you have it. You can reduce the opacity if it is looking too thick. And there it is. That's how you create shadows to make your designs much more realistic. Do well to subscribe, like the video. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can drop them in the comment section. Remember to turn on the notification button so that you can be notified anytime I drop a new video.